Hey guys, it's Magdalena Grace and my friend Hallie Abolio here. Normally we talk or have talked about the new moon. We've taken a little bit of a break with the summer and our kids and all the fun that summer brings. However, we wanted to come back with a vengeance because we got Lionsgate portal open right now. We do have a new moon coming up. Normally we talk about that, but we wanted to focus on Lionsgate today, Hallie, because I know for me, I even have a big event at the end of Lionsgate on purpose to maximize these beautiful light codes and energies that are coming in. So you are my guru. Why don't you share a little bit about you briefly and what is this Lionsgate portal all about?
Yeah, well, thank you for having me as always. I was saying before we hit record, I always love just the intention of our conversations and the pathway that they go. It's always like so beautiful, so perfect, and so aligned with what exactly needs to be spoken and what needs to be received. So again, my name is Hallie Avolio, and my, you know, intention, I suppose, in showing up in this space is I love to teach people about manifestation and also really show them how to work with the energies all around us, whether it's the moon, whether it's the Lionsgate portal, whether it's any other kind of planetary alignment, or just the energy of being in your community and your family, whatever's going on externally, how you can work with that energy to optimize living your FES life and just really feeling good, standing in your truest self, your most authentic power. That's, what I feel is my purpose. So I'm a Leo. I've got my Leo necklace on, and Lionsgate is very charged with this Leonine energy. So we're in Leo season, and that is from about July 22nd, 23rd to about August 22nd. And to cue us up for understanding Lionsgate a little better, Leo, if you're unfamiliar with that astrological sign, is a sign of courage. It's a sign of heart space, of love, of bravery. Leo is the lion. Leo is the king. Leo shows up in this really powerful, big, bold mane, and I'm going to sing my song to anyone that's going to listen. And I just love on me and I love on you. And here I am in this world. And also look at me. I'm so grand. I'm so great. And it's this really fun vibe. It's super fun. It's super powerful. It's like everything that I desire desires me. Everything that I want in this lifetime is available for me always. And I don't have to question it. I just get to be in it effortlessly. I get to own it. I get to embody it and embrace it. And this energy takes us through Lionsgate, which is this portal of time between July 26th and August 12th. You mentioned that's the end of it. And it's when the earth and the sun and the star Sirius, which is also known as the spiritual sun, when they're all in this beautiful, perfect alignment. So Leo is ruled by the sun. We obviously know the sun is our life force. Sun is everything. The sun shines no matter what. The sun is shining. Even on those days when it's dark and cloudy and stormy, the sun is still shining. The sun is always there. So when there's this alignment of earth, sun, and Sirius, it's this beautiful portal of potent, powerful energy. And what it allows for us to do is to open up into a channel of wisdom for ourselves, not even so much of just blatant desires and attraction. It is part of it, but it's really, think of it as this portal to your soul that is opening up because you, as a being on this planet, are utilizing the sun for your life force. And so when everything of this is all in alignment, we are all in alignment. And so we get this like beautiful container within opening up into infinite wisdom, into our vitality, into our success, into our limitless potential. And it's during this 2-week period or so where we just feel on top of the world, as though everything is possible. And when it's open, we get to kind of take a peek inside and say, what is possible for me? What does make me feel good? How can I tap into this courage, this bravery, this heart space, and explore more of what I want out of this lifetime, this carnation on earth?
That's amazing. I do have to ask a question though, because this is, and I don't know if it's, I mean, it could be connected to the ascension. There's so many energies, and now we throw in Lionsgate as well. So before we talk about how to best utilize this time for this power, I'll speak for myself, but I'm also speaking on behalf of quite a few clients. The week the Lionsgate opened up, there's also that new moon in Cancer, I believe, right on the 17th. And
Yes.
holy crap. I know many people who had like suppressed traumas come up to the
Hmm.
surface. I've been feeling a lot of anxiety, a lot of like intense, courageous energy. Like some days it's courageous for me just to complete my day, because I
Yep.
feel like all of this light is also trying to push out some ickiness, some stuff. Some people have been struggling with their addiction. So can you speak to that a little bit?
Absolutely. So yes, we did have the Cancer new moon in the middle of June, and Cancer is the sign of emotion, of it's like the sign of your home, and your home being yourself. So your intuition, your emotional center. So Cancer new moon was absolutely a very emotional portal. And I believe that so much of that had to come up so that we could heal, so that we could have this space almost cleared, even though it's not necessarily cleared, because you can't necessarily release that, right? It's a journey, it's a process. Sometimes we just have to sit with it. Sometimes we are meant to sit with it. A lot of times that's true. But the thing that for me, what came up is the awareness. It was like the acute awareness of where these sticky points are for our own healing. And that came up with the Cancer new moon. And then I'm looking at our Capricorn full moon, which was just about
July 3rd, I think.
yeah. So we had the Capricorn full moon, and that also kind of was shifting us into the space of a lot of clearing energy. And so this is really, and then as we just experienced I was thinking actually not the Capricorn, but the Aquarius full moon that we just had August 1 was really about how can I really show up as my truest self. Like I've allowed these emotions to come up through the Cancer new moon. I've allowed myself to witness my traumas, witness what needs to heal. I'm using this courage to really show up. And now I'm accepting myself in my truest self so that I can be present in the collective and do the work that I need to do for the collective. And that's what the Aquarius energy is about.
Okay, cool. So that's kind of a cool thing. What I'm hearing is it was like here we go. Here's the stuff. Here's the way to clear it, be with it. Again, everybody's got their thing. For me, breath work and breathing has been a huge, huge part of my last couple of weeks. But then now we have more, it seems like we're more of an open vessel to receive and call in some new stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So how can we leverage at the time of this recording, guys? It's August 4th. So we're like right in the middle
Yep.
of the 2 weeks, and the Lionsgate is 8/8 double infinity, which is a Tuesday.
Right. So that's the peak of the portal. And
Yeah.
the reason that that's important is because on that day, the alignment is the closest. So Sun, Earth, Sirius, the alignment is like the most aligned on that day on the peak. And like you said, it's 88. So it's a master number. 88 represents, many abundant blessings from the universe. It's known for representing that you're living in harmony with your spiritual self, your intellectual self. It's known for massive success. The number 8 itself is in numerology known for abundance, again, known as this, if you turn an 8 on its side, it looks like an infinity symbol. So we've got this infinite wisdom, this infinite abundance, this infinite potential that is available to all of us. So the peak is on 8/8, but the whole portal is about this 2-week time period.
So you don't have to like stress, guys, if you don't watch this
No.
on the 8th, for example. I'm gonna leave this for my community. Thank you, subscribers. You guys get to receive this, as well as my plant medicine community who are part of my ceremony on the 12th. Hopefully this is helping you prepare for that, right? Because it's not just about the 8th, it's all the way to the finish line. So between now and the end of this portal, how can we best utilize it for manifesting? Is there any tips, tricks, affirmations? What are the bids?
Well, here's another piece that I want to just invite in is, think about the timing of the year, the timing of the calendar year. So, we just passed the halfway point, and usually in the beginning of the year, we set intentions, we set goals, we have ideas about what the entirety of the calendar year is going to look like. So it would be really interesting to go back to what intentions you set. Maybe if you're a journaler, go back to what you journaled about in the beginning of the year, and just kind of reacquaint yourself with where you were at in your headspace in the beginning of this year. And now fast forward to this point where we're kind of like right about the halfway mark, but we have a big chunk of year still to go. And in this time, before harvest time, before we hit the equinox, we have this power, this like oomph of energy. So how can we like charge up? I was talking about this with my Facebook community yesterday. Picture yourself as like one of those little charging bricks. And they've got like the lights on them to show when it's like fully charged. And so think about what are the things that you can do to like fully charge your inner core, spiritual, energetic, emotional, mental, physical battery, so to speak. So you're like, do, 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 because you want to be like fully charged up by ideally, let's say August 12th, because then you're going to be able to use this massive power that you've, really nourished yourself to take all this energy to catapult you into the rest of August, September, October, November, December, to just kick some ass, to get all the things done that you want to get done. And by the way, getting things done isn't necessarily like checking things off the list. The getting things done can be the healing. It can be the resting, right? The getting things done can be getting really centered in who you are. But you're charging yourself up right now. So that's what I think of this time as. This is like our supercharge time. We're like, a Tesla at the supercharge station plugged in, and we're just getting it all charged up. So what that means for you in practice is it's going to be important to make sure that we are really releasing what no longer serves us. And I know we always talk about that at the full moon, and you might have done that on the full moon that we just had a few days ago. But really think about like what needs to clear, what needs to be released. And during this time, because it's so potent, I would recommend doing like physical activities that help with clearing. So, you mentioned breath work and meditation. That's beautiful. Some people, they need, think about what element works the best for you. If you're connected, you're maybe connected to the air element, but maybe you're a person that's really connected to water. So maybe you're going to use this time to be really intentional every time you take a shower or a bath or go for a swim. You're going to use that water to clear out what no longer serves you. And when you are coming out of that space, that's the cleanse. Maybe you're really connected to the fire element and you have the candle burning and you use that element of fire to help you release. So releasing is really, really important during this time.
It's beautiful. I think we're only missing the earth. Did we say anything about
Yes,
earth?
no, we didn't say earth. So if you're an earth, if you feel really connected to the earth, like something, I feel really connected to the earth. It's interesting because I'm a Leo in many different facets. I've got like 7 different Leo energies in my chart. So I'm very much a fire sign, but I'm also very connected to the earth, which is my Capricorn rising sign. And so for me, I feel very reconnected to my energetic center when I'm out walking. So like I just got back from a walk a little while ago. So do the things that you can to be in nature. That could be yoga outside. That could be taking a walk. It could be just sitting on the ground in your backyard, having a meal, but do something connected to the earth so that feels releasing. So that's going to be really important during this Lionsgate. And then the other thing that you want to do is get out your biggest dream list. Go crazy, like have fun. We often forget the part of having fun. So whether that's dancing, I suggested to in one of my videos, make a manifestation playlist, like make some music, put some music together that just really just lights you up and is fun for you. Move in that way. Start really dreaming your big dreams. Like if everything was possible for you, what would that look like? What do you want? What do you desire? So tap into that from a journaling perspective.
I love that. And if you guys are watching and you're a part of my ceremony on the 12th, I already sent that in the kind of like journal prompts, but I like what you said, the dream big list. And I just texted my husband with that too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, think about it. Like, you probably, we all think about kind of our big dreams, usually around the beginning of the year, sometimes maybe around your birthday, even, your birthday might be a time when you start to think about like, what are the big things I want? But like, take this time, we can think about our big dreams all the time. And I think the more that we bring awareness to it in a fun space, like this is all possible for me.
Yeah.
This is all possible. What is it that I really see myself doing? How am I living in my purpose? What feels good to me? And do something that feels good for yourself every day. Every day. And that's a piece that I think that just as humans living our human existence, we're parents, we're employees, we're employers, we're business owners, we're all the things, we're caregivers, all the things. We forget to take the time to do the things that feel good. And I'm telling you that the more that you take the time to do the things that feel good, the more that you open up this channel, that energy center that we're talking about in this Lionsgate, so that you can really optimize your manifesting power.
Awesome. I know you have some affirmations in there somewhere, but I don't want to jump or circumvent, but I do want to see if you have any affirmations you want to share.
I do. And I just had them up and then I clicked away from them, and I want to give you the best affirmations. So
I want to just reiterate too, guys, just because I don't know if you know this, Holly, I chose this Lionsgate, to relaunch my podcast, which was terrifying. I got to be honest. And I also came out of the spiritual broom closet, as I'm now calling it. That's an inside joke. I'm not going to go there right now, but the whole idea was now I'm Misty Magdalena Grace. I'm no longer Lois Kofi, which again, I still have a little fear almost every day. So I'm just sharing with you guys that this Lionsgate, I've been drawing on the inner strength of the lion, that's within me, and the lioness too. Just throwing that out there for anyone who, whether you identify non-binary, male, female, all of it, we love you all and we want to support you, whatever resonates with you. But I really am leaning in on this time because I have had a lot of fear come up in July.
And that's beautiful to honor and to recognize.
Yeah.
We have to acknowledge the fear, accept the fear, and walk through the fear.
Yes.
That's the only way. The only way out is through.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted to remind, because sometimes when people hear dream big, they're like, oh, been there, done that. I've been burned. I've been jaded, jilted, and they're afraid to dream big again. Because I've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, maybe a few t-shirts on that. So I'm being transparent for my audience and for you.
I love that.
Because I think that's important. A lot of times as talking heads or whatever people see us as on these shows, they're like, oh, their life is good and all is great, and my life is whatever. So I just wanted to be an encouragement to you guys.
And the other piece, I was reading something this morning that was talking about, we can have our big dreams and we can live in that space of holding the space for our whatever it is that we desire. It's almost more important to hold the space and honor that those are the things that we are attracting into our life than whether or not they actually come true. Because whether or not they actually materialize and manifest in the way that we see them right now in this moment, we don't know. But the idea is that we want to open up the possibility that it's all possible for us. Because I say this all the time, it always works out. It always works out. And it often works out better than you can imagine. And it often works out better than you can imagine because you cannot predict the future. As hard as we try, as human beings, we cannot predict the future. We cannot. So we only know what we know right now in this present moment. So right now in this present moment, you're going to have whatever dream you have. But if you cut yourself off and say, forget it. I've had this dream before, never materialized, never manifested. Of course it didn't, because you are not holding the space for it. But when you hold the space for it, something is going to happen and it's going to be better than you could ever imagine. And I believe that to be true. So the energy and the essence of this time is to hold the space and to relish, savor the space of how good it feels to hold it. And how it all turns out, that's not up to us. That's up to the universe.
Yeah. Trust and surrender. Okay, cool.
Here we go.
Find you some time to find your affirmation.
I got him. And I've got a bunch, but I'm going to give you three. I'm going to give you three because I like number 3. And these ones I think are going to really resonate and just feel really good. So I know you're always super good at typing these up.
Yep,
perfect.
Type them, so go for it.
Okay. Just based on what I just shared, this one will really hit home. The universe guides me and supports me in all that I am.
I love that.
I magnetize what I desire because it is already mine.
I love that.
And lastly, I attract incredible abundance through my limitless gratitude.
Thank you. I always love that word now, gratitude. Oh.
Right? I know that feels good. So I would, my recommendation with those affirmations is say them, embody them, whisper them before you go to bed, whisper them when you wake up in the morning, maybe write them down in your notebook or on your phone or in your journal and see what comes up for you, free write about them. See what comes out. You may really have resistance to them. You'd be like, oh, that does not feel good. That's okay. Work through the resistance, see what comes up, see how you can start to bring yourself to a place where it does feel good.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So play with them and have fun with them.
Yay. I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Any last quick words of wisdom before we sign off?
I would just say, don't take yourself too seriously. Like, have fun, be courageous, be brave, lead with your heart, and don't take yourself too seriously, because at the end of the day, we have one life to live as far as we know. Even if we believe in multiple lives and all that, we have this life right now, right? This is what we get to experience right now. Let's make the most of it. So have fun with it and play, be joyful, find what feels good, and lead with your heart space.
Yeah, I'm seeing like a little cub lion jumping all over its
Yeah.
mom, right now. And as you were saying that, I think it is that childlike innocence that helps us stay, rooted and grounded and not to sweat the small stuff. So thank you so much,
You're
Hallie.
welcome.
We'll have you back.
Yay.
And guys, again, thank you so much. If you want to hear more of Hallie, I'll drop her Instagram handle in the
Thank you.
comments or in the YouTube. And then if you want more of her in the future, you gotta be in my subscription community so you can continue to manifest your best health, your best wealth by trusting your best wisdom. All right, guys.
I love it.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.